Okay, I am live. I've been live for a few seconds. I didn't know. Okay, I'm doing this straight from my webcam, which I'm not a fan of, but I'm just getting used to it. I got this new camera. I'm trying to. That's me. I recorded a video that I want to upload. I haven't figured that part out, so I'm gonna just do this straight in here because the whole point is to talk about the next 5 days that we're gonna come on here. It's a 5 day series to talk about goal setting, breaking the goals down, setting ourselves up for success, and then basically, how do you know if it's working? And each video is going to be roughly 5 minutes long, nothing too crazy long. It's just to give some kind of context onto what we should be thinking about and breaking it down. And it can be really overwhelming, especially in the beginning of the year. You may have already started and fallen off the wagon, or you may not have. But all that to say, we are going to break it down to make it as simple as possible. And the reason why I'm doing this in small segments is because each topic, and we're going to go over the topics really quickly right now, but each topic is going to cover something that you're going to have to think about. And if you haven't thought about it already, it's going to take you a little bit of time to do that, which is totally okay because this is the part that sets us up for success. Now, this is the part that I do really well, which is why I'm coming on here. And I figured I talk about it so much. I got a lot of questions from people about this on my other socials. So why not break it down in a way that you can reference back to it? That said, the following weeks after that, I'll be going live and doing things also for myself and my business, my projects, my personal goals, kind of live on the spot and how I'm tracking them myself, because that part is the part that I myself aren't that great in. I'm not the most organized person. I do everything super well in the beginning, and then I kind of lose my way when it comes to tracking. And I don't want to lose my way with tracking. So we're going to do that part together. I've gotten a few planners in my past life that haven't been too successful. So we're going to work on that the next while. This week, though, every single day there's going to be a different topic. So let me cover the topics. And if it's something that interests you, feel free to join along and participate. And again, there's nothing to lose here. There's short videos that are going to be talking about the whole thing around goal setting and really setting ourselves up for success. So we're going to cover tomorrow first thing. Video is going to be up and going first thing in the morning, but we are going to be covering basically what is it that you really want and also figuring out why you want it. It's really, really important to kind of get that behind your goals, because just your goals alone, we forget why we're working so hard for them, and then we end up not working as hard for them because we don't have a reason behind it really, or we don't realize why we want what we want. So we're going to cover that, and that's going to be the segment. And believe me when I tell you, if you may know what you want, you may not know why you want it. And so that's something we're going to work on. Day 2 will be about milestone goals. So you got these big goals, but what are the milestone goals? What does that mean? Why are they important? And talking about a reward system, which sounds pretty trivial maybe, or some people think that that's only applicable for kids, but it's totally not. And it totally works for adults and is necessary to keep you motivated. So we're going to cover that. Day 3 will be about identifying the obstacles you're going to be dealing with. So either stuff that you've been dealing with, that you foresee dealing with, or things that are happening right now that are kind of blocking you from progressing. We're going to talk about those, and we're going to talk about how to identify potential solutions. That's it. No plan yet. This is exactly what we're going to be covering. You have to think about it. You'd have homework to do. You have to write things down. And then the following day, on day 4, we are going to create the plan. We're going to create so we have lots of information. We're going to create a plan that we will be able to stick to, a plan that we'll be able to have every single day, which is going to remove all the too much thinking during the time that you're supposed to be focusing on the execution. Well, you're already going to have a plan in place that you yourself have put together. So we are going to talk about how to create that plan to set you up for success. And then finally, for day 5 is about tracking, accountability, and knowing if what you're doing is working. And if it's not working, what do you do? And if it is working, what do you do? And so that's going to be the segue into the next while that we're going to be like little workshops together. But Those are the 5 topics we're going to cover. You will have little homework to do because there's a small short video, so you're not going to be able to do everything and write everything down within that short video, but it's definitely something, food for thought, for you to go off and write down what you want to be able for that day, what the exercise is. And doing it in these small segments is going to also help it not being super overwhelming, because it sounds simple enough, but when you get to the nitty gritty, especially when you have to be truthful to yourself and real to yourself and identify all the obstacles that are in your way, those obstacles, for some people they call excuses, for other people they're just obstacles, and for other people they are impossible to get over. But we're going to talk about them. We need to identify what they really are and then tackling them. So each part is going to have its own thing. It's going to require you to think about it and be real for yourself. And this is just an exercise for you. You don't have to do this. But if you want to set yourself up for success, let's do it together, because I'm going to be doing it also myself. And then, like I said, after that, this will be a whole segment of other things that I'm going to be working on myself, and I will work on them with you. We can do them together. We can go on lives and have some chats. So here you go. This is it. Kept it under 10 minutes, which is really good. I could talk all day. And I will see you guys